Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the match reaction for Chelsea 6, Everton 0. Yes, you heard that right. Chelsea scored 6 goals. We kept a clean sheet, 4 goals for Cole Palmer. That man now top of the Golden Boot chart with Erling Haaland. 20 Premier League goals in his debut season. What a player. Unbelievable. World class from him. First goal for one of our own, Alfie Gilchrist. And pretty much the perfect night for Chelsea, only overshadowed by what can be described as highly embarrassing scenes arguing over a penalty. Madueke and Jackson not covering themselves in any glory. And it's not the first time that's happened this season. And it really does take the gloss off what was an exceptional performance, a great win. Yeah, that sort of shit needs to be stamped out. I don't know why it keeps happening. It's unacceptable, but I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I will dive into it a little bit later on because it does need to be covered. But nothing should take away from what was a brilliant performance tonight. You know, we did play really well. Defensively, we still look a little bit suspects at times, but having said that, going forwards, we look brilliant. We really did look brilliant tonight. Obviously, outstanding performance from Palmer. I thought Madueke was very good. Jackson took his goal very well. Mudryk was effective. You know, and I have to say a special shout out to Caicedo as well, by the way, because I thought he was superb tonight. It's coming for a lot of criticism. He was brilliant tonight. And yeah, just a great night all round. Him and Jackson not getting booked, so they're going to be available for the Arsenal game. Hopefully they'll be available for the Aston Villa game as well. They just got to get to the end of that Arsenal game, and then they will be all good. Those yellow cards will be gone, which is brilliant. But yeah, what a night. What a night. Obviously, one man steals the show, Cole Palmer. But ultimately, I thought it was a good performance all round from a lot of players. First clean sheet in 13 games. And look, I think it's fair to say that Cole Palmer isn't just the best under-23 player in the Premier League right now. I think it's arguable to say that right now on form, Cole Palmer is the best player in the world at under 23 level. You know, yes, Jude Bellingham's there. Yes, I mean, Phil Foden 23 or whatever, but like Palmer is right up there in that conversation. Are there any under 23s right now in world football playing better football than Cole Palmer at this point of time, form-wise? Is there anyone better than Cole Palmer as an under 23? What a performance from him. Left foot, right foot, header, penalty. You know, everything you could want from him. And yeah, big night. Massive from Palmer. And you know what? I just think we've done really well tonight. I think Pochettino will be delighted with that. I'm not going to say it's silenced any of the haters, because the haters are always going to hate. But you know what? He's been very good. Very good. You know, Palmer's got 2 hat-tricks in the Premier League. Saka and Rashford have never scored a Premier League hat-trick. Never scored a Premier League hat-trick. This is the company we're keeping. You know, this is what it's all about. Cole Palmer, that guy. Anyway, big up to everyone in the chat, by the way. Make sure you're smashing the likes. Make sure you're subscribing if you are new around here. Run it up. For me, no complaints other than the penalty issue. No complaints whatsoever. But again, unfortunately, we've given something for the media to talk about, which could well overshadow, you know, what was a very good performance. Let's say hello to a few people in the chat, though. Yes, big up, Sunil River. What is Jackson? Yeah, I don't know what they were doing. Yeah, finally a clean sheet. Saying it in the pre-match show. At last, a clean sheet for us. What a player, Cole Palmer. 20 on the back and 20 Premier League goals as well. Yep, agreed on that front. What a game. No, I couldn't make this one. Can you believe it? The one that I couldn't make. We score 6 goals and we keep a clean sheet. It is what it is, you know. Can't make them all, but yeah. Hopefully, I can get some more decent games in this season. Hopefully, we can keep this performance up for City and Arsenal. Let's hope so. Yes, big up. Yeah, no, I've seen my guy Saeed doing that. He needs to relax himself. Yeah, fantastic for Alfie Gilchrist as well. Brilliant. Can't complain, mate. Convincing performance. It absolutely was a convincing performance, guys. Did Gusto get injured? No, I don't believe he did. Yes, big up. Cole Palmer, what a sensation. Joint top scorer with Haaland for the Golden Boot. Yep. Yeah, brilliant night all round. The penalty issue, it is a big deal. No, it's not, bro. It's not a positive. I promise you, it is not a positive, because this is happening all the time. You know, it's how embarrassing it is. that, every time a penalty is taken, there's an argument over who's taking it. That's not a positive situation whatsoever. I get it that other players want to take penalties, but you acknowledge who the penalty taker is and you respect that decision. You know who the penalty taker is. Don't try and step in and take penalties and do shit above your station. Cole Palmer's in unbelievable form. He's the penalty taker. He's also going for the golden boot. I don't know why Madueke and Jackson were having a strop about not being able to take the penalty. These men need to get a grip. Yeah, I mean, I didn't choose not to go. I unfortunately couldn't go, and that's just the unfortunate reality of the situation. But what a night at Stamford Bridge! Let's see what that does for the Premier League table. I think we pretty much stay as expected. We do stay 9th, but we have closed the gap up on the teams above us. And now we have put ourselves right back in the race for Europa League football. We stay 9th, but we're a point behind West Ham with 2 games in hand. We're 3 points behind Newcastle and Man United with 2 games in hand, sorry. Plus, that 6-0 tonight, we needed that because our goal difference, we get a +6 on the goal difference, and that takes our goal difference from 3 to 9. I know it's not saying much, but we needed that for the goal difference because the goal difference this season has been piss poor. Has been really, really poor. So, yeah, it's good news that we've got that few games in hand. Yes, does that mean anything? I don't know because you don't know what you're going to do with them. But, yeah, we are coming for that 6th place. We are right in the hunt for the top 6. We should already be there. As I was saying in the pre-game show, we should already be there. But, that's the reality of the situation. We're not there at this point in time. We need to make sure that we keep following up with decent results. Malcolm ruin Arsenal title. Well, before we get there, let's just focus on the FA Cup semi-final. Might get them for the Tottenham game. Yeah, maybe. Yes, big up, brother. I don't know. I honestly don't know where that came from. I didn't think we'd have that sort of performance in us. I thought it would be a difficult game. I thought we'd win just about, but I didn't expect it to be that easy or that convincing. Everton, in fairness, guys, Everton had opportunities. They started the game probably better than us. And Beto, a ball across from Seamus Coleman, and Beto, open goal. I guess it was coming at him fast, and he got underneath it. But if that goes in, it's a totally different game. Everton did start slightly better than us, but that first goal from Cole Palmer, the back heel 1-2 with Nicholas Jackson, the Megs on Branthwaite in the build-up, and then he just just places that shot into the corner past Pickford. And it was like, look, it was Eden Hazard-esque. What Palmer is doing is what Hazard used to do for this team right now, is single-handedly carry us to victories. That is what Cole Palmer is doing right now, single-handedly carrying us to victories. That is what he's doing right now. Unbelievable. Back-to-back hat-tricks at Stamford Bridge. It's just what he's doing this season for us is ridiculous. Top scorer in the Premier League. No one has scored more goals than Cole Palmer. More goals than Ollie Watkins. More goals than Alexander Isak. More goals than Dominic Solanke. More goals than Mo Salah. Start putting respect on this guy's name. What he's doing is absolutely exceptional, people. Absolutely exceptional. Again, maybe one slight criticism I'd have of Poch is we could have given these guys a rest a bit sooner. This game was done at halftime. If it was me, I would have taken Jackson and Caicedo off at halftime, preserve it. Don't worry about the bookings. Maybe take Palmer off at 60 minutes or whatever. I think we could have maybe managed those minutes a bit better for those players. But yeah, ultimately, it is what it is, guys. We've done a solid job tonight. We've done a solid job. I would have given the players a bit more rest. The penalty situation is just tiresome. But what Cole Palmer is doing for this team is just you run out of superlatives. What more can we say about him? What more can we say about Cole Palmer? It's unbelievable. And the most important thing was, 4-0 up at halftime was make sure you keep the clean sheet. Tick. Caicedo and Enzo don't get booked. Tick. I'd say giving proper chances to some of the younger players. I know a lot of people are annoyed about the no minutes for the academy lads like your Tyreek George and your Keanu Dyer. I understand that. I do get that. But to make it into a major point when we've won 6-0 and we've put in one of our best performances of the season. Look, I get it. If you're not going to use the academy, then when are you going to use the academy? I fully see that side of the argument, but is it really such a huge issue? Maybe I'm completely missing the point. Maybe I've got it. Maybe I've got it all wrong, people. I don't know. But I get why people be upset at it. I understand the situation. I think that should be happening. I don't know. Is my honest answer. I'm not sure on whether it's right or wrong or not what's going on. The penalty drama was poor. I don't agree with that. It has to stop. It's not that's not ideal by any stretch of the imagination. He's got that winning mentality. Yeah, no, he has got the winning mentality. Nothing phases him. What a player. Might have to ask Man City for their bank details. Maybe we can send them 10 million more, 15 million more, because we've got ourselves a very, very good deal. And by the way, Cole Palmer scored more goals than Kai Havertz managed in his entire Chelsea career in the Premier League, and he's done it in less than a season. So yeah, don't chat to me about that. Arsenal fans saying, "Oh, we got a good deal." No, man, you didn't get a good deal. You didn't. More goals than Kai Havertz managed for Chelsea already. That's the reality. What a performance tonight. What a performance. That we've been waiting for a performance like that for a while. This team has been not threatening, but something like that we've been waiting for something like that because the ability is there. The ability is absolutely there in this team. And we finally found it in a situation where it has all come together in a game. And I'm not saying that you're not going to see this every week. Of course, you're not going to see it every week, but it's finally started to come together for us, which is brilliant. Again, shout out to Nicholas Jackson tonight. Yes, the penalty thing was poor, but again, I thought he had a good game. Superb goal, well taken. The touch, the control, the shot on the swivel. It's the sort of thing that you used to see Drogba do. I just make it clear, guys, by no means am I comparing Jackson and Drogba, but it's the sort of thing that he used to do. And now 10 Premier League goals in his first season. That's a good return. And he missed a month for the African Cup of Nations as well. That is a decent return, guys. I don't think you can underestimate that return from Nicholas Jackson in his first season. I think that's very good. I think that's very, very good. But look, let's dive into it. I suppose there's only one place to start, and that is Cole Palmer and what he's doing at this point in time. The fact that this guy is joint top of the Golden Boot race is mad. I don't think anyone would have thought that. What a picture this is, by the way. Full time. Mark Correa going over to shake hands with Cole Palmer and bow down to him. What a photo that is. What a photo. They all know the King Cole is in town. Correa going over, shaking hands, bowing down to him. What a performance. What a player. And what a photo as well, by the way. What a photo. It is what it is, guys. What a photo that is. You can't say anything more about it, can you? You really can't. Ridiculous what Cole Palmer's doing. Scored more goals than Eden Hazard have ever managed to score in a single Premier League season. This is the numbers that Cole Palmer is posting, and this is the company that Palmer's keeping, guys. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable what he's doing right now. And yeah, that is a great picture. Tonight we've had Cole Palmer top of the Golden Boot list, fastest perfect hat trick in PL history, left foot, right foot header, first goal for Alfie Gilchrist. Chelsea back on track for European football. That's pretty good. Another thing for Cole Palmer. Palmer has converted all 9 penalties he has taken in the Premier League, with only Yaya Toure 11 out of 11. Posting a better 100% conversion rate from the spot in the Premier League's history. And yet you've got man trying to come over and take Cole Palmer's penalties. Guys, know your level. Know your level. This is the guy He takes the penalties. You lot need to back off, respect that decision. Simple as that. Simple as that. It really is. What else have we got going on? Let's see what you lot are saying in the chat. By the way, guys, keep smashing the like, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, all that good stuff. You know what to do. World-class Cole Palmer. Kukurea bowing in the presence of greatness. What a player, what a guy. Good times when we can rest Palmer at 79 minutes. Yeah, probably goes to show how reliant Pochettino is, how reliant we are on Cole Palmer, and how sort of nervy it is when you don't have him playing. When like you just don't want to take him off in case something falls apart. You know what's mad, right? Even at 4 or 5-0 up, I still wasn't 100% certain, because like you're thinking, well, this team could throw something away, and you just don't want that. Cole has been amazing to watch, and he's so young. I hope he can keep it. He'll keep improving. Coldest place in London tonight. That is the reality. Cole Palmer's learned from the best in Guardiola. I don't know if he's the greatest manager of all time. He's certainly in the conversation, but he's learned from the best for sure. Something needs to happen on that front, and I'm going to dive into that. But I want to focus on the positives first. Clean sheet. No, look. I think there's very little to read into that. Everton were quite toothless. If we're being brutally honest, I think if the Saskia had played, I don't think that would have changed the game at all. Silva again, he's done well the last couple of games. I've never hated on Thiago Silva. The reality is that Chelsea need to move on from him. We are going to move on from him, but good performance with him. Never want to see that penalty situation happen ever again. Yeah, it is so poor. And do you know what? Fair play for Conor Gallagher as the captain, actually stepping up and diffusing that situation, grabbing the ball and giving that ball to Cole Palmer and diffusing the situation. But it's just embarrassing, lads. It is absolutely embarrassing that shit's happening. But yeah, Palmer, top of the goal scoring charts. What more can we say? Unbelievable football player. Simple as that. Simple as that. It's become the fifth. Cole Palmer has become the 5th youngest player to score 4+ goals in a single Premier League game, and the first Chelsea player to score 4 times in a single league match since Frank Lampard against Aston Villa in March 2010. This is, I mean, let's be real. Palmer's nailed on, by the way, guys, for Young Player of the Year. I don't even think that's a conversation. But let's be honest, he should be in with a shout for Player of the Year. I know it normally always goes to someone that wins the Premier League, but legitimately, what Cole Palmer's doing, if he were to end up winning the Golden Boot, playing for a Chelsea side that is struggling, has been mid-table for most of the season, and he's still putting up this level of numbers and carrying his team to victory single-handedly, the guy's got to be in with a chance of the Player of the Year as well. If he wins the Golden Boot, he should be the Player of the Year. Simple as that. Fastest Chelsea hat-trick ever in the Premier League. I mean, record breaker, Cole Palmer. Palmer again, ole, ole. Palmer again, Palmer again, Palmer again, ole, ole. Palmer again, ole, ole. Palmer again, Palmer again, Palmer again, ole, ole. Guys, make sure we keep smashing the like button as well, by the way. 90 in the building, 51 likes. We need to run that up. Man like Cole Palmer. Ole, ole. Palmer again. Palmer again. Palmer again. Ole, ole. Palmer again. Ole, ole. Palmer again. Palmer again. Palmer again. Ole, ole. Quickest ever hat-trick for Chelsea as well. Think of the players that have played for Chelsea, by the way. What he's doing is absolutely sensational. It really is. Guys, I'm going to get to the penalty situation. I promise I'm going to get to the penalty situation. But yeah, tonight is all about one man, Cole Palmer. I don't want to discredit anyone else, but it's about Cole Palmer. Left foot, right foot, head, penalty. That's what we do. That's what we do. In terms of winning the Golden Boot, is that a possibility? I don't know. Palmer right now, Look at this, by the way, as well, guys. I mean, Gilchrist as well. Fantastic for him to get his first ever Chelsea goal. You could see what it meant to him. A young boy, a young lad that's come through the academy, getting his chance in the first team. Absolutely brilliant from him to get that goal. But look at this: most goals and assists in the Premier League this season. Palmer and Ollie Watkins on 29 GNA, then Salah on 26, Haaland 25. And people forget this is the first full season of senior football for Cole Palmer. This is the first season where he's played regular football, and he's doing this, and he's putting these numbers up in a side that are struggling, in a side that, you know, are not playing well, in a side that have been in mid-table most of the season. Like, what he's doing, it is even more incredible given what is happening at this point in time with Chelsea. I mean, no, I don't know. He played centrally today and he was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Palmer anywhere on the pitch. Palmer on the pitch. Chelsea are going to be better. Simple as that. Palmer on the pitch, and Chelsea will absolutely be a better team, or are a better team. You know, that much is absolutely clear. But I mean, that there in itself is amazing. Gonna check Fabrizio Romano. Let's have a quick look at that, people. What's going on there? Maybe it is. Let's have a quick look. Is it the latest one, people? The latest one, yeah. Let's have a quick look now, guys. Let's have a look. Let's bring it up. We might as well talk about this penalty situation, by the way. Let's bring it up now. Cole Palmer on penalty tension. I'm the penalty taker. I want to take it, so I took it. Everyone wants to take responsibility. We ended up laughing and joking about it, but the manager has spoken to us about it now. Well, yeah, guys, it's all right when you're winning 6-0, but yeah, it's not really a laughing matter. Hopefully the gaffer has laid down the law. Cole Palmer is the penalty taker. Anyone else that steps out of line, you man should be benched, whatever it takes. But that shit is embarrassing when that happens. So I'm going to address this now that we're on it. Because it's stupid from Madueke and Jackson. It takes the gloss off a great night, and it's created an absolute nonsense essentially out of nothing, which you know the media are gonna jump on. It's embarrassing seeing more arguing over a penalty. They both should have been subbed off. Simple as that. They both should have been subbed off, and it's tarnished a good night by stupid individualism and petty behaviour. That's not what we do. I'll be honest. Like, I think a manager with real authority and backbone subs those guys off straight away, you know, after that, and doesn't allow it. Maybe they're even left out of the squad completely for the next game, or they're dropped to the bench. You know, a leader in the camp stamps that out. And look, fair play to Conor Gallagher, by the way, as the captain. I know I'm not a huge fan of him as captain, but he stepped in there and he diffused that situation. But we've now heard it from the guy himself. Cole Palmer is the penalty taker, and he says that Poch has spoken to them about it in the dressing room. I don't expect to see that to happen again. I don't expect that to see that happening. You know, I really don't. If that does end up happening again, then that is a major problem. But that should be dealt with now. Simple as that. That should be dealt with. But it is embarrassing. Simple as that. It's embarrassing. That sort of stuff shouldn't happen again. But you just know it will. Every time there's a penalty, you just know there's going to be an embarrassing scene of arguments. And it's just totally unnecessary. Totally unnecessary. Jackson, for his part as well in it, was ridiculous. I just don't know. I just don't know what we're playing at, to be honest. Like, what's going through their minds? I get it. You want to stand up and you want to take responsibility. Cool. But you know who the penalty taker is. Once you've been told no is no. So it's very, very simple, guys. It's very, very simple. It really isn't. That's the reality. It really isn't. But yeah, the penalty thing was just was outrageous. It really was. We were 5-0 up, enjoying a huge win, but there's a lack of leadership, and the leadership starts with the manager. You pick your penalty taker, which seemingly has now happened. Let everyone know he's the taker, and then you don't get embarrassing nonsense like that. That didn't happen when Hazard was there. Only once did it happen with Lampard, with Drogba and Ballack, I think, but that was shut down and it never happened again. This is a regular thing this season. And the manager, hopefully he's done this now, needs to show leadership here, because it's clear the players aren't capable of being mature enough to do it themselves. That is the reality of the situation here. So hopefully we are not going to see embarrassing scenes like that again. That's what we have to hope, that we're not going to see any embarrassing scenes like that again. And hopefully, that's going to be the end of it. Pochettino confirming Palmer is the penalty taker and he's warned the team. That for me, that should be that then. Palmer's a penalty taker. He's warned the team. We should not be seeing that shit happen again. Simple as that. That shit should not be happening again. If we see that again, then it's a major problem. Who's a second if Palmer's not on the pitch? It depends who else is on the pitch. Enzo, Madueke, maybe. I don't know what the chain of command is, but what we do know is that one guy sits at the top of that list, and his name's Cole Palmer. Simple as that. How are you going to rattle your teammate about to shoot a penalty? Yeah, it was poor. It did put a shadow on the performance. It really did. I mean, I'm not going to lose much sleep over it or anything, but yeah, it absolutely did put a shadow on the performance at the end of the day. It really did. If James is fit, it's between Enzo or James. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But Palmer himself has confirmed he's the penalty taker. Pochettino has now come out and said that Palmer's a penalty taker, and he's spoken to the team about it. So hopefully that should be the end of that. No more questions asked. No more questions asked. So yeah, that's it. Simple as that. But yeah, that's the reality. And fair play to Pochettino for being strong on the penalty, because that's a clear change of stance from previously. Absolutely a clear change of stance from previously. By the way, guys, keep smashing the like button. 82 in the building, 67 likes. Make sure you are smashing that like button. It's free and it takes seconds to do. So let's get it done, guys. And also we're on 8,436 subscribers. Let's try and get this to 8,450 if we can. I don't know if it's too much to ask to get 14 more subscribers, but if you're new around here and you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. It's been a great evening. 6 goals for Chelsea, 4 goals for Cole Palmer, a clean sheet. So if you're not subscribed around it, please make sure you do subscribe. But fair play to Pochettino, because he actually has improved. He's obviously changed his stance there, and he's finally come out and said it. That's progress. I know, like that shouldn't be, that shouldn't be needed, but at least he's actually finally come out and said that. Simple as that. Simple as that. He's come out and said it, which is great. Yeah, it feels good tonight. It feels good tonight. Like, we need to back this up. There's no point winning this game 6-0 and then going and not following it up with decent performances in other games. That's been our Achilles heel all season, not being able to follow up on good results and then falling at the and then sort of running into the next hurdle. That's not what you want. It's not what you need. So hopefully, we can do something together. It's the perfect preparation for the semi-final against City. We can carry some real momentum into that. And, then we've got Arsenal and Villa, but let's not worry about that now. Let's just enjoy tonight. And this man, Cole Palmer, how we've got someone of his quality playing for us right now, I really don't know how that's happened. Fair play to the recruitment teams for that, for the directors. Joe Shields, what a guy. Is what a guy. But this is what Poch said on the penalty, and this is really, really important. Big up to everyone in the chat as well, by the way. I will get to your comments in a sec. Guys, if you want to guarantee that your comment gets read out, please do use the super chat function. Donate as little or as much as you wish to do so. It's all greatly appreciated. And of course, guys, if you want to become a channel member, hit the link in the description. £1.99 a month to support myself and the channel. The more members we get, the more members only content I'll do. We'll start doing member only shows and things like that. So make sure if you want to support the channel, either use the super chat function or hit the link in the description and become a channel member. Poch on the penalties, guys, just to clear this up once and for all. It's a shame. I was telling the players when they arrived, we cannot behave this way. It is the last time we accept this type of behaviour. I made it clear today to the fans and everyone, Cole Palmer is Chelsea's penalty taker. Yes, authority and taking responsibility. Finally, authority, taking responsibility, laying down the law. That's all you want from the gaffer. Diffuse shit like that. Come out and say it. And finally, that has been dealt with, which is brilliant news. Brilliant news. What are people saying in the chat? If Palmer's not on the pitch, would you give it? Yeah, maybe. Shame Cole Palmer isn't going to. No, Palmer will go to the Euros. I don't know how often. I don't know whether he will start for them, but Cole Palmer will absolutely be at the Euros. No doubt about it. Cole Palmer will be at the Euros. And it's just frustrating because, let's be real, if we were more consistent, I know it's a big if, like we would be fighting for Champions League places. It's a lack of consistency that has majorly let us down this season. There's no denying that. Absolutely no denying that. Next game is huge. Yep. Somehow Thiago and Trevor the best centre-back pairing at the moment. I'm going to get onto that as well. Next games are tough, but we do tend to do better in that. I thought Jackson was good today, minus his penalty embarrassment. Yes, big up. We're going to confirm Arsenal out of the title race. Let's hope so. The only issue being, I think Palmer operates best on the right wing, and same with Saka. They can both be in the starting 11, but let's be real. Palmer's playing better than Saka right now. Palmer's having a much better season than Saka. Palmer is a better player than Saka right now. Overall, he needs to do a little bit more, but Palmer, for me, has got the ability to surpass Bukayo Saka as a player. 100%. There's possibilities to fit both in the team. We know Southgate won't fit in both but both will absolutely be on the plane. Can we finish above United? Yeah, we absolutely can. We should already be above them, to be perfectly honest. If we had 4 more points on the board, then we would be above them. But it is what it is. I don't want to keep going back on that. The boys were brilliant today. They were, and we've got to keep it going. Next season we have to get Champions League football. Let's hope so. No, Saka's never had a Premier League hat trick. Neither's Marcus Rashford either. So, and Cole Palmer's got 2 in his debut season for Chelsea, playing, first time playing regular football. No way. He is. He's very good. Look, I don't want to discredit Bukayo Saka, but Cole Palmer is in that conversation. 100%, he's in that conversation. It's not even a debate, to be perfectly honest. The boys gave it their all today. Graham Potter would be proud, guys. That is the Cole Palmer celebration, little one of them, whatever that is. But yeah. Someone is messaging me. Let's have a quick look at this. Yeah, it's mad. It is mad, guys. But yeah, that's good from Pochettino. Excellent from Pochettino to see that. That's what we want to see, guys. That's what we want to hear. Saying it how it is very necessary. And, players' attitudes are a bit of a concern if even after Poch directly said Palmer is the pen taker, they still tried to take it off him. That is a concern for sure. Absolutely. But look, clean sheet as well. Defensively, we were very good. And you know what? Right. Let's talk about defensively before I talk about Nicholas Jackson, because I thought Nicholas Jackson was brilliant tonight. And is having a really good season. Really good season. Oh, no, come on, brother. Like, no, not for me. Not for me. If you're talking about playing out wide, then yeah, sure. Playing centrally and in terms of ability and a player, Foden is unbelievable. Foden, for me, is the most talented player England have produced since Wayne Rooney. I know there's Jude Bellingham and stuff, but yeah, Phil Foden is another level. We should just be blessed that we have all of them to choose from. It is a good thing. Yeah, Palmer should do bits for us. Yeah, no, he will go back into the team for sure. But it goes to show what a difference having an extra attacker on the pitch makes. Because normally you have Conor Gallagher in that number 10 role, and he's not a natural attacker. Today we had Gallagher and Caicedo in the pivot, and we had another attacker on the pitch. That made a big difference. Let's talk defensively, guys, because I'm going to say it, people. You know, Trevor Chalobah. Look, for what it's worth, I don't think Axel Disasi has been that bad this season. But is it any surprise? Because we've seen what Trevor Chalobah can do for us. Is it any surprise, guys, that Chalobah has just slotted back into the team now that he's fit? I don't think it's a shock that Chalobah's found his way back into the Chelsea lineup. Look, let's make it perfectly clear. He's not perfect. He's not the best defender in the world. That's never been the point in this, though. It's reality. We've bought players that are not significantly better than him. So the logic in selling him is purely a financial one. It absolutely is. Axel Disasi, is he significantly better than Trevor Chalobah? No. It's arguable, is he even better than Chalobah at all? But the point is, though, he is not significantly better than Chalobah. And it just goes to show that is the reason why the reason why Chalobah is going to be sold is purely financial reasons. It's got nothing to do with a player quality reason, because he's just as if not better than Disasi, and he didn't cost anything. You cannot tell me that Disasi is £38.5 million better than Chalobah. Chalobah just done really well tonight. Really well tonight. And he's done well in general. I just think, selling him would. I don't think we should be selling him from a player quality standpoint. We shouldn't, and you know exactly why Chalobah's being sold, and it's nothing to do with that. Trevor Chalobah registered. Let's bring this up on the screen. Let's give Trev his props tonight because he was very good again. Trevor Chalobah registered more successful passes, 84 out of 91, than any other player for either Chelsea or Everton. Trevor did not lose a single ground duel battle. That is what we're talking about. Another very good performance tonight from Trev. Another very good performance. That's what we're looking for. And do you know what? I think he's. I don't know. I just think he's just very, very good. He's solid. He's reliable, dependable. And is he markedly better than Axel Disasi? I mean, sorry, is Disasi much better than him? No, he's not. Chalobah and Silva at the back right now appears to be our best pairing. He's done very well. He's done very well. Do you know what's also weird, by the way, is that it's basically kind of a given amongst everyone that 3 of tonight's starting 11 in Silva, Chalobah and Gallagher are very unlikely to be here next season. Whatever you think of them as players, that these guys are starting on merit for the most part, and there aren't really any clear replacements waiting in the wings right now. There aren't. That starting a lineup is going to be three. There's going to be 3 less players. Those 3 are not going to be there. Trev was quality tonight. He was very, very good. Yeah, I've gone over that. It was poor. It was poor. Pochettino's come out. He's publicly stated Palmer's the penalty taker. He's spoken to the guys about it in the dressing room. It's not going to happen again. He's been authoritative. He's laid the law down. We move on. The Sassy and Badiashile should leave. Look, the Sassy's look. I think, to be honest, Trev shouldn't be leaving. Thiago Silva is going to go at the end of the season. Trev takes that space. Like, Trev moves up in the squad. Do we even need another one? We've got Alfie Gilchrist there as well. Like, all right, he might go on loan or whatever, but do we even need to sign another centre back? I'm not sure we do. By the way, guys, we're 8 likes away from 100. Keep smashing that like button. It's free, simple as that. Really helps out with the YouTube algorithm, gets more eyes on the channel. Make sure you're smashing that like button, guys, and subscribe if you're new. Agree Trevor performed well? He did. He did. I said Chalobah's better than Disasi. Look, there's definitely that argument to be made. I think the main point here is that Disasi is not significantly better than Chalobah, and yet we spent £38.5 million on Disasi. We've got Chalobah already here, free. Yeah, you know, he's not significantly better. We've also got Wesley Fofana as well. Don't worry, Disasi, Badiashile, and Enzo will replace them. We're on 93. We're going to hit 100. Yes, big up to Stop Abusing Animals, Be Vegan. Big up, big up. Cucurella was decent today as well. No, I don't look at anyone today and think, Jesus, they had a bad game. No one had a poor game today. Everyone contributed in some way. We've got Fofana as well. Yeah, we need to sell a centre back to make room for one. I honestly don't think we need. I wouldn't be selling any. Silva's going to go, and then we've got Colwell, Badiashile, Fofana, and Chalobah. What's wrong with that? Colwell, Badiashile, Fofana, and Chalobah. Those 4 there, and Disasi make it 5. Why do we need to bring another one in? I mean, look, Disasi, I think, has been all right this season. Badiashile has obviously struggled 100%. There's no denying that. Chalobah, good performance. Don't forget Everton. No, of course, but I'm not just basing it on this performance. There have been multiple other performances where he's done very well. No, look, it's a big season for Fofana. I'm excited to see Fofana because I think he's one of our best defenders, if not our best one, when he's fit and playing his best. I don't think it's anything to do with Disasi not being there. But yeah, look, I think Chalobah and Silva maybe should be the partnership going forward. You know, maybe it should be for the rest of the season. Silva, look, he's not going to be offered a new deal. He'll be 40 next season. It is what it is. Chalobah and Gallagher, I agree, should be kept. No, I disagree. Mudryk wasn't poor. You know, off the ball, he needs to improve 100%. His work with the ball needs to improve. But I think in general, on the ball, we had some good moments today. He wasn't like unbelievable, but I thought he had a solid game. Man City could be in trouble, but let's not get ahead of our stations. Maybe 2 or 3, I don't know. What else is coming in? It's a huge gamble. 2 years of injuries. There's a legitimate chance these injuries ruin him. Let's wait and see. I felt the back four was more comfortable without Disasi. Again, look, we've also got to measure it up against the fact that we were playing against a team that, apart from the first 5 or 10 minutes, hardly offered anything. I think at times, like some of us could have played in the back line, and we wouldn't have been too troubled. You know, that's kind of the reality. One thing I'll give Poch credit for is our home form. We have lost 1 game at home since October. Yep. And the home form has been poor for a number of years, and now it has improved. It is markedly improved, which is great. It's a good positive there. We're scoring so many more goals now. He deserves credit for that. Yes, of course, you can also say that we've got better players in attack now than we did last season, but a combination of the two things are making a difference at the top end of the pitch. It really is. I think we might turn up against City. Yeah, I think we probably will. What else? He did a little bit, but look, let's not pretend that, if Disasi had played, that we would have struggled defensively tonight. Everton just weren't offering anything. But yeah, it's interesting on Chalobah, isn't it? He's not actually any worse than Disasi, really. And he's the one that's going to be going. It's odd that, isn't it? Cucurella was good tonight as well. He could be another one that potentially might be on his way out in the summer. I think we need to really, really think about what to do. Respect needs to be put on Chalobah's name. He was solid tonight. He was very, very solid. Don't disrespect him. Simple as that. I mean, Badiashile has been the worst centre-back this season. Disasi's had ups and downs. Silva's not played much. Chalobah was brilliant today, and he was showing leadership qualities as well. You know, words in the pre-match huddle and all that sort of thing. I do think it would be a mistake to get rid of Chalobah this summer, but they're obviously going to look to sell him, and he'll go somewhere else, and he'll do very well. But I really do think selling Chalobah 100% needs to be reconsidered. It really does. It really does need to be reconsidered. Let's move on to Nicholas Jackson, by the way, people. I just wanted to quickly chat about him as well. Because Pochettino wanted if players do the same things on a penalty again. Next time, they're all out. He's had enough. He's had enough. And yeah, thank God for that. Thank God for that. But yeah, Nicholas Jackson tonight. That goal, by the way, was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from him. The touch, the turn. Honestly, superb from him. Really, really good, that goal. It was good. It was good from him. Nicholas Jackson averages a goal, assist, or yellow card every 90 minutes in the Premier League this season after 31 games. And again, Nicholas Jackson should be getting more respect. 10 Premier League goals and 5 assists in 25 league start for Jackson. Really good player, really underrated, 30 million bargain. Absolutely agree with that. Absolutely agree with that. Jackson is massively underrated. Yes, he's raw. Yes, he's going to frustrate you at times. Yes, he's going to have poor games. Yes, his finishing needs improving. But having missed a month of the season with the AFCON, first season in the Premier League, having only played sparingly at Villarreal, he's shown that his all-round game is very good. He runs the channels well. His link-up play, his hold-up play is very good. He always offers himself as an outlet. He's got 10 goals and 5 assists in 25 league starts. That is not bad at all. 15 GNA in 25 Premier League starts. That is not bad at all, people. Really, really not so bad at all. Well, I think that was always the case anyway. I mean, people forget that very easily. Disasi was absolutely immense at Man City away. People conveniently seem to forget that. I mean, Palmer always was the penalty taker, but at least he's now publicly come out and said it. That's all people were asking for. Look, it was a bit of handbags, really. Like, having seen the replay, no, it definitely wasn't a red card, but it's risky behaviour. Agreed. Lucky Jackson did not get yellow cards. No. He's Dele's watching Dele Alli a few years ago was special. He was kind of doing things what Cole Palmer's doing now. Maybe not the volume, but he was right up there as a top player. I just want to see him back on a football pitch again. Hope he can get himself fit and get back out there. Reactions on a penalty moment shows they're not a group. I don't know if I agree with that or not. Would play Jackson on the wing when we get a striker in the summer? Maybe. He absolutely isn't. I just think I don't know what you're basing that on. He's had a good season. He's had a good season. I mean, better than Sterling. I mean, talking of Sterling, I don't even know. I don't think he was in the squad today. I think he was ill. I'm not sure he was on the bench or not. I don't think he was on the bench. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? No one thinks about Sterling now. we are so much better without Raheem Sterling. Just not even having to think about Sterling in a Chelsea shirt is a nice thought, is a nice feeling. It really is, people. But look, 10 goals and 5 assists and 25 league starts with Jackson. You know, that's more Premier League goals than Kai Havertz this season, who apparently is reborn at Arsenal. It's more than Havertz, it's more than Højlund, and he absolutely should get more respect. There's 13 goals in all competitions as well, more goals than Havertz, more goals than Højlund. Yet Jackson seems to come in for a lot more criticism than either of those two players do, for reasons that I myself can't really work out, because he's been very good for us this season. There's no denying it. You know, you saw exactly what we missed when he didn't play. We saw exactly what was missed when he wasn't there at the African Cup of Nations. You know, that's it. You know, that is it. But yeah, I mean, right now we're looking at one of the best signings we've made, possibly in Cole Palmer, possibly the best signing we've made. Cole Palmer, the best signing we've made since Eden Hazard, probably. You know, Jackson's done well, people. Jackson's done well this season. And as I said, when he was at the AFCON, you saw exactly what this team was missing. Exactly what the team was. The goal was very good. You know, Jackson is, I'm telling you, people, Jackson is a lot better than a number of the centre forwards that we've been linked with. He's very good. As I said, general play alone is worth more than most young centre forwards, and he's got 10 non-penalty goals already. You know, 10 goals, none of them were penalties. There's room for more. You know, Jackson's kind of what he's called a techie forward. You know, he's had this goal in his locker. He deserves that goal a lot. He's obviously been learning, improving a lot recently, and he deserves that. Absolutely deserves that. You know, he's not far away. Look, if he can add a few more, layoffs back to goal, you know, he's very good. You know, an assist and a goal, and I think he's one of the most underrated players in the Prem this season. You know, people keep speaking of him as if it's Nico from the start of the season. These men need to update their iOS software. You lot have got a system update waiting for you, because Jackson is not the same. This is not the same Nico Jackson that started this season. He's developed, he's matured, and he's got better. You know, that's the simple reality. He's developed, matured, and got better, and he's an important part of this Chelsea team. Yeah, he needs to mature a bit. Of course he does, but yeah, Nico Jackson's done very well. Done very, very well this season. I don't think you can complain about that whatsoever. You really can't. And it was, and let's be real, people, it was a Drogba-esque goal. It was a Drogba-esque goal. You know, it is impossible. But yeah, Jackson, brilliant tonight. You know, good again. Glad he didn't get booked. You know, he needs to put in another performance. Well, even you know, sell Kai Havertz, sign Nicholas Jackson for half the price. You know, sell Mason Mount for 60 mil, sign Cole Palmer for 42.5 million. You can criticize the owners a lot this season, but when they've got deals right, they deserve praise, and that is exactly what they're getting for these signings. Yeah, there's lots of room to grow. I mean, I'm not saying that Jackson's going to turn into the next Drogba. I'm not saying that by any accounts, and nor should we be endorsing that. But yeah, brilliant, absolutely brilliant from Nico Jackson today. And he deserves the praise. Deserves the praise. He really does. But yeah, it's great. I mean, Pochettino putting down authority. Jackson doing well, real centre forward play. Obviously, Cole Palmer, exceptional. It was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And it's brilliant. Great energy from Poch. It's refreshing to hear the manager actually come out and be strong and authoritative. By the way, as well, Caicedo again. I didn't mention. I think I mentioned him at the top of the show, but he was brilliant tonight. At low key, fantastic. Yes, Cole Palmer FC kind of striking again, but it is what it is. Yeah, well, I mean, we would be sixth. Yeah, I mean, look, we can still finish sixth, but we're going to have to do it a difficult way because there's no doubt about it. We have made it more difficult for ourselves. That's undeniable. But at the end of the day, people, it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. Caicedo top today, Palmer FC. That is what we are. I said it after the Man United game. We're Cole Palmer FC, and that hasn't changed right now. But it was absolutely more of a team performance today. There's no denying that. Do you know what? Yeah, I mean, yeah, no denying it. Absolutely no denying it. But yeah, Caicedo good tonight. I'm just pleased with everyone overall all round performance. We saw some minutes for Washington. We saw some minutes for Cassidy as well. Moises Caicedo today, exceptional. Honestly, doesn't get the credit he deserves. Don't let the Palmer masterclass forget the monster performance from Caicedo tonight. He was everywhere, breaking play up, making things happen. And it was a really good game overall. As I've said, Jackson getting better, hold up play good, much better defensively. Caicedo was brilliant. We looked like we'd improved tactically. And then obviously Cole Palmer as well. But Caicedo tonight, do you see him now, people? Do you see him? This is what he can do. Caicedo registered more successful ball recoveries, more successful tackles, and more successful interceptions than any other player for either Chelsea or Everton. This is the guy. This is what he needs to do. This is what he needs to do. What are you lot saying in the chat, by the way? 102 likes now. Fantastic. Let's get that up more. Let's get that up to 110 if we can. Keep smashing those like buttons, people. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. All that good stuff. You lot know exactly what to do. What else have we got going on here? Guys, one more subscriber to make 8,431. Let's 440, sorry. Let's get it. One more person is surely going to click subscribe. Make sure you do that, guys. We win, but the penalty drama is everywhere on the TV. Yeah, it's all been dealt with now. Pot just come out and been strong, but it is annoying. Let's wait and see what happens. I mean, again, has Silva got it in his legs to play all the remaining games? Maybe. But yeah, it's going well. It's going well. So glad Gilgit scored a great goal. Amazing for everyone. Yeah, agreed. Give it to Palmer equals give it to Benzema. Do you see Caicedo? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like with everything, things take time. Things take time. But ultimately, at the end of the day tonight, guys, we were superb. There's no getting away from it. We were absolutely brilliant. Do you know what's also baffling as well? Like, I've seen this on Twitter, by the way. From the halfway point of the season. So after, and let me just find it quickly. This one here. It's baffling, and it perhaps shows you the quality of the Premier League outside the main three contenders this season. But since from game week 19, this is right now, from match day 19, which is halfway, to match day 34, which we've kind of just had, right? We sit fourth in the table. We've played 13 games, 7 wins, 4 draws, 2 defeats, 32 scored, 24 conceded. We've taken 25 points from the last 13 games. Should be 29th, but we've taken in that period of time, we've taken more points than Villa, more points than Tottenham, more points than Man United, more points than Newcastle. That's genuinely baffling. Like how that's a thing. I don't understand how that's even possible. What do you mean a price dagger? Don't tell me there's some sort of transfer news that has popped out after this. Yeah, it hasn't taken long, has it, for that? Let's have a look. Where's the price dagger then? Well, on his personal or on his actual main account? Because the last post on this account. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, just won 6-0. Martin Ziegler. Let's release an article. Chelsea are under scrutiny from the Premier League over hotel sales for PSR. It's in the rules, people. It's in the rules. Don't hate the player, hate the game. That's the way it is. Don't hate the player, hate the game. But this is ridiculous, right? And it just goes to show how poor the teams above us have been as well, because we've not been great. Is that from match day 19, so from the halfway point of the season, we've taken more points. We sit fourth, and we've taken more points than Villa, Tottenham, United, and Newcastle. How does that make sense? How does that make sense? The reality is, it doesn't make sense, people. But I mean, yeah, it goes to show we're not in bad form, and that should be 9 wins, 2 draws, and 2 defeats. But yeah, I don't want to keep referring to the Burnley and Sheffield United draws, but you look back at it, and at the end of the day, those are the ones that could be very, very costly. There's no denying it. There's no denying it. Those are the ones that could be very, very costly. But yeah, it is what it is. First Premier League clean sheet since January is mad. First Premier League clean sheet since January. But yeah, I mean, just realistically, apart from the penalty thing, just pretty much a perfect night at Stamford Bridge. Really was 6 goals, clean sheet. Cole Palmer level at the top of the Golden Boot charts. Yeah, great stuff, and it's been a good night. It's been a good night. The PSR stuff is what it is. Whatever. Manager's shown authority. Yeah, this is good. This is good news and good times, people. Yeah, no, yeah, said that at the top of the show. Important that happened, because if that goes in, it is a totally different game. Yeah, I know. Sorry. Yes, I'll be at Wembley. I'll be at the Emirates. I'll be at Villa Park. Yeah. So yeah, loads of good stuff coming. Yeah, unfortunately, wasn't at this game tonight, so there was no vlog. But yeah, no, it is sad. I mean, Dele Alli was a phenomenal player. He really was. I mean, he's still a footballer now. We're speaking about him as if he's finished. Like, it is a shame, isn't it? It is a shame. But what can we do? What can we do? But yeah, great night for Chelsea. Time to rest up. Make sure we don't get any more injuries. And yeah, we got to head into that on Saturday against City, and try and put in a similar level of performance. That is what we need to do. No, but I don't see there being any problems with it. I'm going Lanzarote in the summer. I'm going to get a Cole Palmer shirt. Yeah, I've got one somewhere lying about, the away kit, Cole Palmer 20. But yeah, certainly a lot more Palmer shirts are going to be sold. But yeah, look, guys, outstanding tonight. Absolutely outstanding. Yeah, if you win the FA Cup, you get Europa League football. That is absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. But yeah, I mean, is there anything else to go through, really? I mean, I think we've done. Yeah, I think we've done very well. Goal for Gilchrist. Yeah, guys, I think I'm probably going to begin to round this one out, people. Let's have a look what's being said in the chat. Yeah, well, yeah, we hope we can hope that's the case, but let's wait and see. Yeah, I'm standing at the bar of Trev. I mean, yeah, what a time. What a time. Yeah, that was kind of mad. Sort of just, yeah, filmed that on the train. Wasn't expecting it to go as viral as it did. But yeah, I guess it is what it is. But yeah, fantastic night all round. Absolutely brilliant night for all concerned. It's also true, that yes, we've had a poor season, but no one can actually say we're a shit team or we've been shit all season. It's just not true. It just isn't the case. But yeah, people, I'm going to round this one out. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Big up to everyone that tuned in for both shows tonight. Big yourselves up, guys. What a night at Stamford Bridge. 6-0, clean sheet, 4 goals for Cole Palmer. First goal for Alfie Gilchrist. Pochettino being laying down the law after the game publicly. What a time to be alive. Heading for that 6th place. Guys, enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a good day tomorrow. I'll be back with more content tomorrow or Wednesday. Got a video recording the video about Chelsea's next managerial options potentially. So make sure you tune into that one. And yeah, loads of stuff coming on the channel. So keep it locked in, guys. But what a night. Cold night in West London. That's what we do. Up the Chelsea. Peace out. Smash the like, subscribe on the way out. Love, and catch you all again soon, guys.